Hi guys, thanks very much. This video here is a high level 5 to 10 minute video for you guys at Unicoma to be able to get a good grasp of the WebEx contact center and how it operates. We've been doing a lot of Cisco work for the past 18 years and myself beyond that as a Cisco engineer, and we've seen the good and the not so good with a lot of these solutions. I myself have been implementing Contact Center Express for a long time and seen where it could have improved. Most importantly, a lot of customers now ask for additional things onto the WebEx, onto the Cisco Contact Center Express. WhatsApp integration for one, chatbot, virtual agents. And whilst you can have those things, it comes at a huge cost, huge project overheads, and it's a lot of training, to be honest with you. What we've seen in the WebEx Contact Center is an answer to all those things. One single platform to be able to manage, implement, and even turn up services. Without further ado, this is the main interface you'll be using for the contact center. Very different from the existing Contact Center Express that you would have been managing. On your left hand side, you'll see the overview, some channels which represents the type of calls coming in, chats, social media for Facebook in this instance, as well as email as well. So you can have emails coming into your contact center and be handled by an agent. Actually a really powerful tool that we use in our office as well for my help desk. You have business hours and flows, which represents the scripting, the new type of scripting, a very cool thing that we will be able to train you on in more detail. And let me just show you something really cool. One of the interesting items is around surveys, post-call surveys. And what we have here is an IVR post-call survey for you guys at Unicoma as an example. There are other surveys that we can implement, such as sending surveys to WhatsApp or social media. But a very interesting thing here is how easy it is for you to be able to create a survey. Most importantly, for Unicoma, you are spanning a lot of islands, both English and Spanish speaking. So what we wanted to demonstrate today is the ability to do multi-language surveys. I'm just going to lower the volume a little bit so you can hear the English version. So this is a simple test demo for an English version of a post-call survey.
Thank you for choosing Group Unicomer. Can you allow us a minute of your time so we can continue to improve our service?
So you will see that's the welcome. Now we're going into the actual scoring, and we have different ways to be able to choose those scoring. For this one, we have CSAT, customer satisfaction, which gives you a rating. But again, you have a few different options here. Very cool.
On a scale of 1 to 5, how would you rate your experience with us today?
Brilliant. And of course, you have the thank you as well. We can do the same thing on the Spanish side.
Gracias por utilizar Grupo Unicomer. ¿Podría permitirnos un minuto de su tiempo para responder dos preguntas para que podamos continuar mejorando nuestro servicio?
And then the same thing on the customer satisfaction.
De una escala del 1 al 5, ¿cómo calificarías tu experiencia hoy?
Great. Beautiful. Simple. You can do this yourselves. And the nice thing is that if you're experienced enough on the technical side, you will understand that every little thing that you have to do on these contact center express systems is always a mini project. Now, that doesn't matter anymore. Cisco's done a really good job in making sure the customer is able to manage their own systems without being expertly trained. Very cool. Okay, so the rest of the systems here gives you a really good understanding of where you have quick links to be able to access, but I want to jump into reporting. Another, I wouldn't say painful, but it can be, if it's not set up properly for your on-premise systems, to be able to really get the information quickly and correctly. So we have visualizations, we have stock reports. So we're going to take a look at some of the historical reports. But before we do the historical reports here, I want to see abandoned calls. So I just click on abandoned calls here, and I have a few different options. Time is against us, of course, and we will go through every single one of these here during a detailed demo. But take a look at this. The abandoned call gives you the call number, very important. We know the customer number. That can tie back into a database if you allow it to be able to provide the customer name. In this instance, we have the number, and look, LaShawn, who's the agent, was actually able to receive the call, but for some reason he didn't answer, and the customer dropped off. It could have been a technical issue. LaShawn could have probably been answering the call and then get distracted. But now we know we can ask LaShawn on this date, or even beyond that, pull another report to be able to see exactly what happened. Very cool, very interesting. We want to go back into the visualizations, and we're going to take a look at the stock reports, and another part of it is, check it out, callback reports. The difference between callback and abandon. A callback means that the call is terminated successfully, however, it didn't reach an agent. The customer is in queue and is prompted to be able to leave a callback number, which he or she does, and that is how the callback is registered. The call is then sent to the agent at an appropriate time to be able to go and return the call to the customer. We're gonna look for the last year of calls, and you'll see a huge amount of testing that we've been doing, and you can see different callback numbers, even external and internal numbers. But you'll be able to see the person calling, you'll see the queue, you'll see how the call was done, if it was successful, what happened as well, or if the customer wasn't available, maybe the phone rang a few times and this wasn't answering, it went to voicemail. Very interesting, quick, fast information that will be able to give you a real good understanding of how your business is operating from a communications perspective. It does give you a proper promotional score of how your customers view your business in some instances. Brilliant. So we have those reports. There's a huge amount of reports, as you can see here, including business metrics and other items. We want to be able to jump now into the desktop, and what we're going to do is just going to log in, and one sec, we're just going to click on desktop here, and we will have an app, lightweight app installed on your PC. And just give it a little bit. For the purposes of this demo, we did not allow for two-factor authentication for the agent desktop, but you will certainly have to when you go into production. Right? The error there is just a typical error because I'm using an administrative login and it's looking for something else. So it'll come up here now and it'll ask me for my correct login, which is a demo. Make things a little easier, enable the fingerprint. And there you go. It's going to ask you for just a extension number. I've saved that information, which the agent would as well. And I'm going to select my role, which is supervisor agent. My extension is 2001. I can select multiple teams if I'm so inclined, if I am assigned those teams, right? So the supervisor, once we log in, you'll see supervisor desktop looks fairly familiar. If you're accustomed to your finesse desktop, it looks the same, but listen, very customizable. You can include web widgets, websites, CRM integration. Let me just run you through quickly. We have around 2 more minutes of how your new agent is operating. We call a new agent a blended, and part of our proposal is to be able to provide one license for the agent, which allows that agent to be able to handle multiple channels. They can receive one voice call. Whilst on the call, a queue could be coming in for a WhatsApp. Whilst they're doing that, an email could be coming in, and each of those things are prioritized based on the skill. Very cool, very easy, and you can adjust this to increase or decrease as you so wish as a supervisor. Again, you don't need anything from any systems integrator past here. If you look at the dashboard at the landing page for the supervisor, which is customizable, you can have every single piece of information at your fingertips to be able to know how contact center is functioning. This is just a brief overview of how the entire system functions. Please remember, we have WhatsApp integration included, Facebook integration included. It also has a chatbot that's included, a taskbot, and it ties into Google AI. All those things are included. A final part of the demonstrations today to close this off is to be able to showcase how easy it is to be able to get your own technical support without depending on a lot of the vendors. I'm sure that you guys will be able to do simple moves, adds, and changes, or even a little bit intermediate. But for any advanced troubleshooting on the contact center, you do usually require expertise. Whilst you may require some of those things, still, for the most part, you can contact Cisco directly with the touch of a button. And let's take a look and see how easy it is. So the first thing to do is to go into the help, and you'll see this nice portal. Remember, you don't have to worry about any contracts or anything of that nature. Once you can log in as an admin into your system, you are automatically associated. Quick tip, we like this chat here, and take a look at what happens. So when you click on the chat bot, it'll ask you for a few things. No, I still need help. Okay, we have something that we try and address at the contact center. We want to do calling on business phones. And what we want to be able to do is type a keyword. I'd like to speak to partner help desk. And with that keyword, you can see it comes up with a few different things. Now, I'm not going to proceed because we're going to actually speak to an engineer. But look at how easy it is. Now we can sit down and chat with an agent, request a follow-up, do some self-help. But on my team, my engineers always choose chat with an agent. Now, if you click chat with an agent and the agent is not able to attend, it will automatically open a case for you and that agent will contact you. How easy is that? In the event of a network emergency, you can always do the usual thing, which is calling. A very cool feature, seems simple, but for you guys at Unicom, I'm sure you'll be able to appreciate how easy it is now to be able to quickly respond to issues and even things like design questions for some instances. Thank you very much.